Virtual line of sight is similar to regular line of sight, but it's dynamic. It requires a marker just like normal line of sight. I've got this marker OP here. I'm going to go to the layer tree, right click on OP, and add virtual LOS map. This window pops up. I have a few settings on here. The most useful ones are probably limit the range and setting a new color. So I'll just set a new color, blue. So what's different about this is that you can move the marker. Hold down K, drag, and the line of sight dynamically changes in the scene. So that's very different than normal, quote, regular line of sight. If you need to change the settings for virtual line of sight, go to the layer tree, special overlays, and click on the virtual LOS map. This is the same window that popped up when we turned virtual line of sight on. I want to limit my range always, and I want to limit it to 500 meters. This can be very useful. I'll close this out now to see exactly how far out 500 meters is while you're seeing the line of sight. So that's changing settings. If you no longer want the line of sight, simply go to the layer tree. Notice that this marker that has line of sight has the eyeball icon. Right click on it and remove virtual LOS map. It's important to note that virtual line of sight can only be on one marker at a time. Another way to experience virtual line of sight is down a route. I placed a route in this scene. It's called primary. I'll right click, show in the travel route analysis tool. In the travel route analysis tool, I have to click the visibility analysis tab, and I just check show virtual LOS. Now I can move the traveler down the route. In fact, I can play it back automatically. Go to the traveler tab, increase my speed. I'm still limiting out to 500 meters here. And now this is virtual line of sight down a route. Lastly, virtual line of sight is the most difficult thing that we're going to ask our GPU to do. So remember, go to the help menu, OpenGL resources, and make sure you're using the NVIDIA or AMD/ATI GPU. If you're using Intel on this, it's going to be difficult. And that's virtual line of sight.